My dreads in my Kango. Forget them, just pass the. Yo, take a trip down to Mexico. Come back with that might make you psycho. Maximum frequencies through your stereo. Sorry, this is it, but homeboy, I got to go. I step up in the place and you watch them
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Short one there to Freiermuth. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 15 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Henry. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And he was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. The Steelers sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And it always hurts when they lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Trying to find Calvin Austin, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Colt defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Now Rodgers. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I like their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Rodgers again now. Completes it to Austin. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a first set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
At the Colts' 6-yard line.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll run with a former Bruin. This is Carson Steele. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw, it's Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Now 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Straight ahead, Steele. And a scratch out only about a yard after the 32. You look at the Steeler defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Throwing is Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And the Colts are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Steele. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Steele once more. Look at the jump. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply the offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, set. Liking 18.
They'll try the left side with Steele. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Hey, check that.
On 1st down, here's Steele. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 4.
Let's go.
On the give, it's Steele. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 3rd down and 4. Here's Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Colts are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
And they're on 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. Come to the line, ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now Milton. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Milton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Rodgers now to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. But he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To throw is Rodgers. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. Down at the 2. Throw through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Andrew McCurba. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Milton now to throw. Steps away. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on.
To throw is Milton. Open man, that's to Slaw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Milton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's caught right side. It's one. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This now a 3rd and 4.
Hey, 258. Back north.
Throwing now is Rodgers. A short one there to Farmview. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now Rodgers. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play on this perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Here comes Steele. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Off play action. Newton. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. A handoff for Warren. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds his target, Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted the 3rd time. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Milton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Milton. Sliding out of the pocket. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
258.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Colts 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And here we are, almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still is not... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ballgame. And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 49, Colts 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Milton. Flushed out right. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the football as they've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Ready.
They'll try it with Steele. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Two of their three red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On third down, it's Steele. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up early to about the 6. The Steelers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. On play action, now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 67 yards.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. But they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 7-yard line.
319.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoot. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
A gain of a yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Steele. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On the ground, Steele. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down the left sideline. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
They'll run. Steele. Alex Highsmith there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now an audible here into something else. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was true.
have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once. I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just... I went to a shrink to analyze my dreams. She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to a... He said my life's a bore.